curve for a PN junction diode in forward bias. So children, you have already done the forward bias, that is in your PN junction diode. This is my diode. Forward bias means the positive end is connected to the positive of the battery and the negative is connected to the negative end of the battery. So again we'll start the connections from the positive of the battery as I've explained you in my all the videos. So let's start our circuit. We'll start on the positive of the battery, and the positive of the battery, as you all know, that this is my red terminal. So my red terminal half a turn, again I am insisting. So the positive of the battery is connected to, you can see that this is my rheostat. These are the two lower terminals of the rheostats. So you can say that this point A is my lower terminal, first lower terminal, and B is my second lower terminal of the rheostat. So positive is connected to the lower terminal of the rheostat, and the negative of the battery is connected to the another lower terminal of the rheostat. So I will take battery, negative means the black terminal. Again I am insisting that you have to just take half a turn so that your circuit should be tight, and it is connected to the second end of second lower terminal of the rheostat. Alright, so we have done this, we have connected this. Let's now come to this arrow. As you know that arrow is the upper terminal of the rheostat. The upper terminal of the rheostat is connected to this R, and this R is our 10 ohm resistor. Okay, so now the upper terminal of the rheostat is, I am connecting it to the 10 ohm standard resistor. So this is my 10 ohm standard resistor. You connect its one end to the 10 ohm resistor, and the second end of the 10 ohm resistor is connected to the diode. So you can see children at the diode, so this is one end, one point, and this is the second point. At this second terminal of the resistance is connected to the diode 1, means that is my P side. Okay, so this is, I am connecting this wire to the P from the resistance, second terminal of the resistance will be connected to the diode. So see children, this is a diode, and if you can see that, see this diode children, so you can see this a silver ring is there. So that silver ring denotes that is a negative side and the other is a positive side. So my this resistance 10 ohm is connected to the positive end of the diode. So I am connecting it to the positive end of the diode, right? And the second end of the diode, which is negative, it is connected to the positive of the milliammeter. Alright, so I will take the second, I will just connect a wire, right? You just like this, you will connect it. So the second terminal of the diode 2, that is negative, is connected to the positive of the milliammeter. So I am connecting it to the positive of the milliammeter. Children, again see that the thread should not come. Okay, can you just pass me the sandpaper? Yes, if the thread is there, using the sandpaper you can remove those thread. Okay, like this. Okay, so I am connecting the second end to the positive of the milliammeter, right? And the negative of the milliammeter is connected to the lower terminal of the rheostat. Okay children, see, it's not going down, it is connected to the lower terminal of the rheostat, that is, which is B. Which is my B? B is the one which is connected to the negative of the battery. So the negative of the battery, the wire is going this, that means this is my B terminal, and I will connect the milliammeters negative, I will connect it to the negative of the milliammeter will be connected to the lower terminal of the rheostat, that is my end B. If you can say that, I can connect these two wires like this, wherever the 2 points are there, join it and then again connect it, so that your circuit should be neat. So this I have done. Right now I have to insert a voltmeter, and now the voltmeter, as you know, that's always inserted in the parallel. So I will take wire from the now positive end of the diode is connected to the, as you know, voltmeter is connected in parallel. So see children, now this is a second wire which is coming at end 1, that is a P end of the diode. There are two wires are there, right? One is going to the resistance 10 ohm, and the other will be going to the positive of the voltmeter, and the red is the positive terminal, right? And the negative terminal of the voltmeter will be connected. This is my negative of the voltmeter, right? And black is negative, and this is connected to the negative of the diode. As I told you, the silver ring is diode. So again, at this point there are two wires, so you can wind it like this. Okay, so this is my circuit is complete, right? And children, now this is nothing but you have to take readings exactly you did it in the Ohm's law, right? So I'll just show you how you will take the readings. This wires, seems to be a little messy, but no problem. So let's see the range of the voltmeter, as you have already done. What's my range of the voltmeter? The range of the voltmeter is 0 to 3 volt. Okay, and right, and what is the range of the milliammeter? So as you can see, it is 0 to 500 milliampere. So what's my least count? Least count is range by number of division. So you can see it's 0.5 is the range and 10 small divisions are there. So my least count is 0.5 by 10, that is 0.05 volt, and the least count of milliammeter, as you can see, range is 100, and there are 10 divisions, so it is 10 milliampere, right? Now you will take the readings. Now see children, as you will take, as I am switching it on, now see children, now let me take the rheostat. As you can see the reading, right? But let me bring it to 0, right? Now as I am bringing it to 0, what you see is that what you can see children, now I have brought it to 0. I have changed my rheostat such my reading is now 0. Now see children, I am changing the reading of the voltmeter. If you can focus it here, right? Now see, if I change my reading of the voltmeter, right, I am changing my rheostat, my reading in the voltmeter is changing. Stop. Changing the rheostat, the reading in the voltmeter, you can say, is changing. Say I'm showing you again, it's 0, and this is 0.1 volt, 0.2 volt, 0.3 volt, 0.4 volt, 0.5 volt, but the reading in the ammeter is 0. Okay, 0.6 volt my reading is 0, 0.65 you can say that, or at 0.7 volt, or 0.65 rather, on 0.65 the reading in the current starts. Okay, so you know children, you have studied the PN junction diode. So why? Because you know that the current will start only when the depletion, that is a potential barrier, will get overcome. The moment my potential barrier will overcome, the current in the ammeter will start. You have done your theory. The moment your forward bias will be greater than the the barrier potential, the current will flow in the diode. So how will you record your observations? So as I have shown you, like say I am doing it again children, you see that again now my 2 division is 0.1 volt, so say this is my 0.1 volt, so you'll write point. So this is my divisions, you know divisions, so 2 divisions, my current is 0. दिख नहीं रहा ऐसे, पेन चाहिए होगा. So as you can see children, in the division, in the voltmeter is 2, my reading is 0. I'll make it 4. I'll make it 4. Sometimes it gets stuck. No. So 0.2, 0.1 volt 0, 0.2 volt 0, 0.3 volt 0, 0.4 volt 0, 0.5 volt 0, 0.6 volt. So till 0.6 volt, that is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, right? So my current in the ammeter is 0, and after that I'll make it 0.65. So the division in the ammeter on 0.65, you can say that my division in the ammeter is 1. And let's now, after that you will take the reading in the steps of 0.05 volt. So 0.7 you can take, 0.7 in the voltmeter, my reading comes out to be 2 divisions. And here again, if I take my reading as 0.75, and here the reading is 4th division. 0.75, here is the 4th, and then you can say that 0.8 volt, my reading in this, you can focus it here, Vivek, in the milliammeter. In the milliammeter, my division is 9th. Okay, so like this you will take the reading. Now you'll increase, just give an increment in the steps of 0.5 volt, and this is my now 0.85, and 0.85 you will get your reading in the ammeter is which division? 21 division. So like this you will take on the readings, IV characteristics. So I on the y-axis and potential on the x-axis. Now see children, as it was easier to read the reading, I read the reading correctly. I have not read it in the divisions. So as I have read it in the volts directly, that is my 2 divisions were equal to 0.1 volt. So I have plotted the potential on the x-axis, and I have taken my scale 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, that is my 1 centimeter of x-axis is equal to 0.1 volt. And the ammeter children, I have taken the readings in the division. So be careful, I have plotted in division, so you will write it into 10 raised to power minus 2 ampere, because 10 raised to power minus 2 ampere was my least count. So children, I have marked the points, so you will get the curve like this, as you have done in your theory also. So my PN junction graph now it will not be a straight line, because as I am increasing the voltage, my current is 0. Again I am insisting, because here my potential barrier is not overcome. The moment my forward biasing will be greater than the potential barrier, my current begins to flow. So it is not a ohmic device, it's a non-ohmic device. And see children how I am joining the points. So as you have done the characteristics graphs, so this point is not coming. So you have to join your graph like this. So like this, it's 0, and from here my current begins to increase. So this is my characteristic curve, as you've done in your theory class also. So your curve you will get like this, and 0.65, that means this is my knee voltage. You can say 0.65 is the knee voltage. Okay, so you can say this is my knee voltage, that means where my current begins to increase. So this is what we have to do in our experiment. Thank you.